Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Don't you love these glasses? Went over to my goodies over here because I can't sell the glasses until I get 1,000. So just have them sitting here. You don't really see how they really look. Then I may as well put them on. Aren't these just delicious? Just gorgeous. And what makes these so good? They have pearls at the end. Well, I tell you, it was some kind of day. Today's discussion is going to be a Georgianisms again. Yeah, I'm going to do Georgianism, and I'm going to do it with R.C. Blake's. So let me just tell you what. Let's talk about fear. Uh, there was a fear in the atmosphere today, and I think it was a fear of the unknown, the fear and the fun associated with the eclipse. Oh yeah, I lost my tooth again. So I got to remember that I got to talk like this right now. Anyway, the fear and the fun of the eclipse. The fear for some people thinking, some ancient biblical a horror story associated with eclipse. That was going to happen today. Maybe something technology was going to be slowed down. Well, we're in retrograde, so technology is slowed down anyway. What else? It's just fear, but I had a different kind of fear. I couldn't sleep last night. I mean, I was just, I had to talk. I wanted to talk about how I tell you all that we're getting older without getting old. And I've talked to you so many times about having a well-lived life. But I had to give in to some things today with Georgianne. I had a fear of the CAT scan and the CAT scan that I had to have today. I just don't like them, and I was just traumatized. What made it worse when I got there, because I have thin, very, very, very thin veins. They couldn't find a vein to put the contrast in. And they had to go in about 6 times. But I was traumatized by then. Oh my God. And I was thinking, like, I talk on A Slice of Life all the time. And here I am being vulnerable, being human, I guess, being afraid of this, that, and the other, being afraid of the what was going to happen with the scanning. And it was a horrible, horrible morning for me. And the people were really nice. I was at Emory Winship Cancer Center. That is a fabulous place. When I was there last, when I was on infusion chemo, we didn't have anything as fabulous as it is now. The people still looked. That's another thing. Everybody looked so pale, and the patients there it just brought back some serious memories to me. And now I understand why you have to stay prayed up. And this earring is bothering me. I'm sorry, I just got to take it off. You got to stay prayed up. And you just got to know God for yourself. And you got just to be able to talk to yourself. I talk to you all the time. And I said, I'm here to talk to you. But I tell you, Georgianne had to talk to herself today. And I had to say some of the things that I've said to you, I had to say to Georgianne. When I was in that room and they couldn't find the veins, I don't know, I wanted to cry. Had already cried that morning. Okay, let's get the whole thing. I cried this morning because I felt so alone. So when I tell you about this controls everything. So if you feel alone, you are going to be alone. I was thinking, wow, I didn't have anybody to call. Now I had people to call, but I didn't have anybody I wanted to call to go with me. I had somebody I wanted to go with me. Let's make it clear. And he couldn't go with me. And so I felt like, wow, I really wanted him to go with me. And so I'm thinking, like, what? So did I really want him to go with me? Why? Why did I want him to go with me? I just did. I just felt like I didn't have anybody today. And my daughter and my son-in-law, and the Leah, that the little girl, the child they're raising, they wouldn't like me to say that I didn't have anybody, because I have people and I have friends here who would go with me anywhere. Sometimes you just feel, I don't know, sometimes you just feel abandoned to yourself. And where's that come from? This controls the rest of this. And I fell into it today. So I want to tell on myself. That's what I want to do. I want to tell on myself. And then after I was sitting down there waiting, they couldn't find the vein, they had to go get somebody. It was just horrible. I found R.C. Blake's. And Bishop R.C. Blake sent out a email. And I'm not promoting anybody, but I don't mind promoting. It says, how to stay positive. Hello, Dr. Georgianne. And he went on and went on. And he said, my message is to stay positive. In life's challenges, the power of a positive spirit can serve as a beacon of hope. I read that. I was like, Georgianne, you know better. You know better than to be up here feeling like you're feeling. You know better than this, You are very much aware that you are having to face these issues that's going on with you. You had cancer 3 times. You know what's going on with all of that. Why are you up here feeling sorry for yourself? But I did. I just wanted to feel sorry. You know what I had? A pity party. I did. And so I got this, and I just wanted to share with you, if you're having a pity party, you can go ahead and have it and then come out of it, because he says, today I would like to explore 4 unconventional yet profound ways to nurture and uphold a positive mindset during the most trying of times. And here's number 1. And this was me today. Embrace your vulnerability as strength. I'm talking to you all. That's a vulnerability, telling you all this. And then crying and just feeling sorry for myself. He says, embrace your vulnerability as strength. Rather than shying away from vulnerability, embrace it as a source of authentic power. Allow yourself to be raw. I was raw, open and exposed to the complexities of your emotions. I had a lot of emotions today. They were all just coming at me from everywhere. I don't know if it was the eclipse was going on. I didn't have the glasses, and I wanted to talk more about that. Was it the eclipse that's going on in my life? That I feel like, I'm a woman of a certain age, and there's no long-term future I can look to, and just facing that reality, the eclipse of not having the person in my life that I want and I can't have, we just can't do that. And not because we can't do it, it's just, I don't know about you, just tell me, subscribe and write your notes. So if you're on a cane and you're, you're on a cane. I was on a cane today, and the pain is so bad. The pain is just beyond what I want to deal with. You don't have all this is looking like this and can't get the tooth together. And then I don't want to go out with somebody and they say, oh, you brought your auntie. How do you meet somebody at different ages in your life? Why is it that Michael Douglas can be 70 and his wife can be 55 and they all over the news? Just all over. Or he's 80 maybe. And they're just and she's standing there smiling and the cameras are just clicking and he's standing there all polite. And I was thinking, like, why he can do that and I can't? Why I can't do that? Nobody thinks, they think what a stud of a man he is. But here I am standing with somebody younger, and you're like, what? Ooh, where he going with his grandmama? That your auntie? What is that? It's just hard for me to figure that out. And because I can't figure it out, I just can't do it. But I feel so unhappy. I do. And I don't want to be unhappy. So anyway, I like this. In vulnerability lies the seed of profound connection with yourself and God. You have to talk to God a lot. You know, it says fostering a sense of courage and inner strength that transcends adversity. I like what I needed this. I needed this, Bishop Blake. R.C. Blake is one of my favorite. He and Tony Gaskin, Kiara 511, Reno, Harley Initiated. I listened to what they have to say. The second thing he said was, wait a minute, let me go down. Because he didn't, I don't get anything. He got, R.C. Blake has 800,000 subscribers. He doesn't need me. So that's why I could just do this. 800,000. He doesn't need me at all. I just need 1,000. I'm struggling with 1,000. So I'm going to keep doing. He said, embrace the wisdom of surrender. In moments of overwhelming adversity, surrender to the flow of life rather than resisting it. That's what I did. Release your grip on control and trust in the unfolding of events with a sense of surrender and acceptance. I had to surrender that I'm a woman of a certain age, and I need to, there's not anything I can do about that. Not one thing. I don't care how I wish. I don't care how I want. I don't care how I could pray all day to God to change. What? He put me on this earth in 1942. What is he going to do? He got a time for me to leave. He put that other person on earth in 1968. 2 weeks older than my daughter. A month. I'm sorry. But you can't do that. You just can't do that. That you just, you know, you can't change any of that. You can't change numbers. You can't change numbers, but you just can't. So anyway, you surrendering. In surrendering, you open yourself up to miraculous power of God, inviting unforeseen blessings into your life. I got through today. And you know what? The machine, I don't like the machine, but it was so much. I was so happy. I was so happy that they finally found somebody to find a vein. Do you know how that feels to be 6 times? You know, maybe it's more than that, maybe 8 times. I think it was 8 times. I was traumatized by it, but I said, you know, I prayed. And I did pray on this. I did. I said, Lord, please send some angels, let them find some vein. And then, after putting the contrasting dye in there, something busted or broke, or I don't know what it is. She got the pictures. Oh, let's talk about the machine. I said, you know what? I don't like these machines. I don't like anything about them. But I need for them to see what's going on. So I had to talk to myself. Talking to yourself is the best thing you have. That's prayer and talking to yourself. You can't beat it. I said, how are you going to find out about all the different things? You know, I have breast cancer and 2 colon cancers. And then I got the breast cancer. I need to check on this breast, see what's going on with it. But they found 2 cancers ago, something in the lungs. I never said it before. I'm going to say it now. So I had to deal with that. Oh, Lord, have mercy on me. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But this is what I like. He said, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. That's what I like about R.C. Blake. He's going to give you something. He's going to tell you, but he's going to give you a verse. He's Reverend. I'm not. You know, I always tell you that Evelyn, my daughter, is the pastor, not me. I would like to make that clear. You know, but I do like to think that I have a mission to serve this way. And this is my way of serving. I just want to be honest with you today. I think that helps me too. You know, he said, number 3, forge resilience through radical self-acceptance. Oh my God. Let me say that again. Reno, for the people in the back. Forge resilience through radical self-acceptance. So I had to accept this too. I wore a mask all they saw was this. today. And then I went somewhere today, I forgot. I think I talk like this. And then I'm here with you, where you all know the whole story with me. You know, all the cancer, all the tooth, all the teeth, all the issues, all the hair. You know, I might go get my hair again, take off my wig for like a day, maybe. But I don't know, I like this hair. But I like what he says. Forge resilience through radical self-acceptance. You know, instead of striving for an idealized version of life, I think that's where I am. And R.C. Blakes, get off of my toes. Instead of striving for an idealized version of life, that's what I got going on up here. An idealized version of life. I like it. I like my idealized version. But it's idealized, you know. I want what I want. The heart wants what the heart wants. You heard me go through this before, and I just struggle with it. I struggle with it. I struggle with it. I struggle with it. Practice radical acceptance in everything. Through acceptance comes an unshakable foundation of resilience and self-love that can weather any storm. I gotta love Georgianne more. I said I love Georgianne, then I fall out of love with her. Then I fall back in love with her. You got to love yourself. How about you over there? Are you listening to some of these things I'm saying? Are they apropos to you? Do you need to self-love? When I said this, is this you? This may be somebody out there. Let me read this again, because this may be for you and me. Forge resilience through radical self-acceptance. You know yourself better than anybody. You know, I always tell you what's my favorite thing to do? This mirror. Georgianne in the mirror. You know, and I have to accept and come out of this idealized version. Yes, I look good for my age, but there's some people who look better, I guess, but I'm not going to complain about how I look. I just complain about my teeth, or complain about my hair not being back. But I'm going to come out of this ideal version and practice radical acceptance and everything. Just accept it. If I can just accept this, I think my person and I probably do better, but I can accept it. But I can't accept it. I just can't accept it. I just can't. So through acceptance comes an unshakable foundation of resilience and self-love that can weather any storm. How about you? Are you weathering any storm? And here's what the verse that RC gave us today. Romans 8:28. Oh, that's my birthday. 828. No, I'm 882. I like this. I always look at how numbers, and it's verse 28. 82. I'm 82. And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God. That's what I got to keep. I got to keep that going. I need to get this going. I need to say that to you. Do you need this verse? It says, I'm going to give you this verse, King James Version. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called, to them who are the called according to his purpose. So, I need to say I'm all right. It's a book called I'm Okay, You Okay. And then his last thing, cultivate mindful disconnection. In a world inundated with noise and distraction, carve out sacred moments of mindful disconnection to reconnect with your inner self and the present moment. Do you disconnect from all of this? Oh, today was too much. You couldn't disconnect from the eclipse. It was like on everybody's lips. It was everywhere, because there's not another one till 20. Now, I won't be here. 2040? Yeah, 2040, I think. 2044, something like that. Anyway, so have you just disconnected sometimes and just say, I'm going to sit. Like I live like in the woodsy area. And so it's nice to sit and look out. And sit and look out the woods. I like to watch the birds. I do. My mother always had red birds in her backyard. and bluebirds. I don't know how they came up north, I guess, sometimes, because I grew up in the north, but I saw the red birds and bluebirds. And I always paid attention to them, and I understand it's the red birds from heaven. You're getting a message from heaven when you look out and you see a red bird. You all can tell me all that. Subscribe. Tell some people, come on, join me. Reconnect with your inner self in the present moment, whether through meditation. Do you meditate? Some people take nature walks. I got a couple of friends that they walk. Girlfriend not walking anywhere. Listen to Robert. They said, you're doing well to walk to this. I don't like where I'm sitting. I'm sitting on something. I can't lean back unless I lean back on the glasses. But anyway, you can meditate. I do like that. You can do nature walks. Or it says, or digital detox. I don't know what that is. Create spaces of stillness and silence where the whispers of your soul can be heard. Woo! Now this is good, R.C. Blake. I'm up still. I got all your stuff. You got 800 subscribers. You don't care about this. Let me read this to my people. Create spaces of stillness and silence where the whispers of your soul can be heard amidst the chaos of the external world. I do sit and be still. That's why I'm up late. I like to be up late. I do. It's quiet. You could just hear God. You could just hear just all kind of ideas coming to you. I'm constantly writing. Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Do you have a solitary place? Do you have that place? I gotta get my chair back. This ain't working. My neck is hurting. I can't sit back. Ooh. I thought I could sit on the stool. Remember the stool I had in my first start? I went and got the stool back. That's not working. Anyway, you must, do you remember, do you have a solitary place where you pray? Some people have a altar in their house. But for me, everywhere I pray is an altar. If I'm at the kitchen table or in here with you all, I put my head down, and just ask the Lord to send his blessings on me. You don't have to have a place. He says you must create the necessary disconnect to manifest peace and tranquility. It's all about peace and tranquility. It is. It really is. How y'all doing out there with peace and tranquility? How y'all doing with some of this that I'm saying? Some of this is for you. It's not just for me. R.C. Blake said this for 800,000 people, and all you all that missed him on his, then you got it from me. You must create the necessary disconnect. Sometimes you need to turn off that TV. It's, the megahertz are at a insane level. You do know that. The megahertz, the hearing, everything is set at a supposedly insane, that would cause you to be insane. You have to change your megahertz or something. You have to go online and listen to something at a lower megahertz that's soothing to the brain waves. Okay, that's too much, okay? Okay, by embracing vulnerability, as I did today with you all, as strength, embracing the wisdom of surrender, which I'm learning, forging resilience through radical acceptance. I'm working on that. I hope you are too. And cultivating mindful disconnect. I hope you're doing all this. You can unlock the hidden gems of maintaining a positive spirit in the face of life's most formidable challenges. Today was like that with me today. I just felt overwhelmed, and I feel overwhelmed. The heart wants what the heart wants. That's just it. May these principles illuminate your journey and infuse your spirit with unwavering courage, grace, and faith this week. I'm so glad he sent me this because it just fit. Look at these pearls on the end. This is fine glasses right here. Anyway, he says, on top and going higher, RC and Lisa. This is just what I needed. I was going to talk about something else today, but I had to go ahead and tell the truth about myself. I had to go in and tell the truth about my struggle today. I had to go in and let you know that there was some fear going on. I had fear. And I think Anita has my good friend Anita K. Johnson, fear. She has it's an acronym for something, facing something. But when that fear steps in, you need to just throw it out. because all it's doing is stopping you from what you're supposed to be doing, the way you're supposed to be doing it. That's just the devil playing tricks. That's all. And he played tricks on me all morning, but I played trick back. I just said, I'm going to get through this thing. I kept putting my arm up there. They said, you all right? I said, I'm fine. Go ahead. I'm fine. When I got to the machine, I said, look here, machine. I'm not thinking about you today. I got something to do. I got to find out what's going on in my body because I got things to do, people to see, places to go. But it's hard to have that conversation when you just feel like, oh my God, I just wish I had this, I wish I had that. No. I was just being a kid. And then you got to stop when you got to be an adult. You got to come to your senses and say, you know what? I got this. Me and the Lord, we got this. How about you? You got it? Did you hear anything I said? Play it back by yourself. Play it back at night. Play this back and listen to what R.C. Blake said about the formidable challenges of life. And then I didn't mind sharing with you my vulnerability. You know, how I feel sometimes. I don't know. I got some couples that I love. They know who they are. It's Alexis and Brian, Kelvin and Audrey, Monica and John. Those are my favorite couples. I love them. I love the way those men treat those women. And then I love the way, I got to change it because I have to remember, your partner, whomever your partner is, you want good treatment. You always want good treatment. Love doesn't hurt. As long as you know that love doesn't hurt. You know, but the heart wants what the heart wants. So we got to work it out. Georgianne will be fine. You know why? Because I love you and you can't do anything about it.